What's going on? Crunk, I can't hear you.
Now? But my headset's still not connected. No, because now I can't hear you.
Oh, because I was on mute. Ha!
Oh my goodness. Oh, man. Uh, apparently something in my tech is not working, and I got to get that figured out. So that's annoying. So yeah, everything I've been saying, and we are live. I did a whole bunch of talking, and people were just staring at me, being like, "What is happening?" Shout out to you coming on and telling me that my audio wasn't working because I would
Yeah.
have kept recording, and it would have just been silence and my mouth moving. Uh, how are you, friend?
I am doing well as the press as a citizen. See y'all soon.
Hey, that's great. Love that. I am, like always, just gonna be at home watching the match. But let's get these lineups pulled up because I love them. Apparently, they had children draw the players, and Ruben Diaz. Shout out to Maina Mary, age 9, for her drawing of uh, Ruben
Big
Diaz,
Rube.
which is honestly, yeah, it's pretty solid, honestly.
It's spot on.
Yeah. So we got Ederson, Lewis, Akanji, Diaz, Vardiol, Kovacic, Nunes, De Bruyne, Alvarez, Daku, and Halan. Uh, I love that. It's the fun kids and KDB. So he's just going to be, I feel like, launching the ball. They'll do a lot of the work for him. Obviously, KDB is pretty good at pressing, but I feel like he's going to be told to make sure he doesn't exhaust himself because we have Real Madrid looming in a few days.
All I have to say is Joseph Guardiola better have a really quick hook. Like I'm expecting to see some 45-minute subs
For
because
KDB,
I don't for KDB, for Holland, for Daku. I don't want them playing 90 minutes before we have to go play Real Madrid
you think Daku's starting against Real Madrid?
at home. Yes.
Hmm. Mm. Interesting. I can't wait to talk about this tomorrow with you because I don't want to delve too much in it because that's the future. And Manchester City famously only does one match at a time. And we are here against
Correct.
mighty Luton Town. Shout out to Dave Gregory for coming on to Breaking Bread. Wonderful episode. Learned a lot about Luton Town. They are just as pro Rob Edwards as everybody else is superficially. If you're picking up what I'm putting down. Speaking of, this is a car episode. What's up, Sharpie?
What up, what up, what up?
Fresh off of an OTF workout?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's far from my life out there, but we
Hey.
still here.
Love it. I love it. We're looking at the lineup right now. Have you seen it?
Yeah, just saw it before I got on, but like I'm excited to see Mateus Nunes get out there. That
Yes.
double pivot with Rico
Yes.
and Kovacic. Like I trust them both. So I think the rest for Foden and Rodri. is really, and Stones obviously is really important. Like it looks like a good lineup. I mean, I was surprised to see KDB start. I'll say that.
Mm. Uh, Tom Baum had said he would love to see a very short minute, uh, so like a hook 'em pretty quick. KDB, Daku, Halan, you on the same page?
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's only so many you can hook, but if you got to hook somebody right, it's definitely KDB and Holland first. So I guess that means you sub in like Gomez and Bob. I just saw now because it's very small that Walker's on the bench. That's a good sign. But yeah, I think like
Yeah.
if we can get off the 9 and 17 and put on Gomez and Bob, I think that's like perfect.
I mean, Ake's on as well. He's on the bench.
Yeah, I hope he stays. Like I something tells me like if he goes out there, things can go very like he could re-aggravate
Bad.
something.
Yes. Yep.
So I don't want to see him or Walker touch the pitch until we see Los Negros and Blanco.
See.
That will never not be funny. It will never not be funny. And then you look at their like recruitment strategy and you're just like, but it's
Right? The other
true.
names they're trying to add on. Yeah. Yeah, no, they're
Flo is
going
ahead of
all
the
in.
curve, man. Flo said we got to get darker out here. We need some more melanin, guys.
Right? The revolution is here.
But think about it. They traded who was it? Bale, Benzema, and Ronaldo for Mbappe, Vinny, Endrick, or Rodrigo. Like you see the upgrade in melanin.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Anything else on squad before we move over and start talking about our opponents? The fantastic, the wonderful, the kind-hearted Luton Town, the Hatters.
I hope we get 3 goals. I want to see goals. Like let's have some fun.
Um,
I
I
have,
agree.
admittedly, I have not looked at their, like, I know that it exists, but I have not looked at it.
Yeah.
Well, that is what I am here for, friend. We
Thank you.
have them. They look like they are set up in a 4-3-3. We have Comiskey as the keeper, Dottie as left back, center back pairing, Burke and Hashioka. Um, Onyedima, excuse me for butchering your name, respect, as the right back. Midfield trio of Barry, Barkley, and Clark. And then up top, Townsend on the left, Chong on the right, and Morris up top. Their team has a lot of injuries. They've been very proud of uh, Kaminsky and Hashioka. Um, I'm really surprised Chigozi isn't starting as their center back. Uh, Dave on the preview show that I did with him, shout out to Oh in the Town podcast. He was huge on them. They got him from Manchester United. He's, I think, 18, 19, and he thinks that he should be trying to go against Maguire for his spot. I think he probably went with the more experience and calm side as opposed to the people who might try to come out and ball if Luton Town are down by 6 or 7 pretty early on in the match.
First thing I think about, you said a 4-3-3, and that's just like
Treppy?
that would be very aggressive, right? If Edwards really comes out and presses and tries to play, it will remind me of what we did to them in the FA Cup, where the game was just so open and we demolished them. Right, that was like a 6-2, I think. Right, so it's like
Mm,
if they want to play, I'm happy for it. But now it's a little different, right? They're in a
yeah,
relegation battle. I mean, they actually have a chance at promotion with the points deductions to Nottingham and Everton. So you could see them saying like, "Hey, like if we get a point against City." Or don't lose by a lot for goal differential purposes, like that could be huge. So what he does tactically is going to be very interesting when we get out there.
Tom, thoughts?
I I feel like they played us so open just because in the cup competition, just because it's a cup competition. I think that Charlie's right. I think that we might see him try to like basically just redo Mikel Arteta's blueprint and park the bus, like because I don't. They're not going to want to expose themselves to, and just like Charlie said, like let's try and get a point on the road, or let's try and like make sure that our if we do lose, we lose by 1, 2, so like our goal difference isn't like ballooning up.
Mm, man. Okay. Do we run? I mean, our whole thing is possession, but put all the kids, all the players who want to run, who want to make these short, concise passes, turn, and attack. Is that what we're going to see? I mean, normally we're possession, pass, 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 and this is a team that can do that. But other than KB, who wants to take chances, who is going to be the calmer on the pitch?
Kovacic, I think he's the one that can settle us in the midfield if needed. Um, and I actually like, I Rico can do it. Like I've seen him stand on the
Mm.
ball, give it a beat. So hold on, sorry, train. But yeah, so I think we can do it. But I hope we go for goals. Like let's
No,
feed
that's a
Holland.
good point, though. Rico
Let's feed
Lewis.
Holland a lot. And, like see him out there, see what he can do. Maybe get a hattie.
Mm,
Oddly enough, I think that if you're looking for
mm.
Kalma, I think that this is a good match for Alvarez to provide that Kalma. I know that he has not played particularly
Whoa, I
well in.
was not expecting that.
I know that he has not played particularly well all of the time when played in the
No.
midfield, but I feel like he can do it, and especially besides KDB, I think that he will do it. That's just,
Oh, I like it. Someone's going to have to be that person, and Rico Lewis is a great shout. He is entirely too wise for his youth, and this is a really good chance for him to continue to make it hot for Kyle Walker, uh, especially because Luton. I mean, it's Andros Townsend. That speed isn't really there to burn him too much. I will be interested to see how he handles our counters because that is kind of Rico's big thing. Other than his height, maybe they can chip some balls over him, but you can't control that. But counters, we tend to, and that's also where his athleticism. He's not the fastest. He's more just like in tune to what's going on, and he can stop the ball. Uh, yes, I'm excited on him, but is anyone worried that he could potentially be food? Andros Townsend, those chicken legs, he's a wily vet. He could teach the young dude something.
I don't think that's going to be his primary responsibility, right? I feel like if Townsend gets the ball, that's where you rely on Vardiol or Kanji, right, to like lock that down.
Mm,
Um, and I trust those two outside of Diaz. Like I think it's a really solid back three. It's big, it's strong. There's pace in 24 and 25. So like I like the way that Pep set it up to say, hey, we're gonna put seven up top and like try to get goals, and then you three. I think this is a match where you don't see Vardiol get as high on the left. Like I think he does play a little bit more defensive just to protect against that off chance they get a counter. They make a transition. So hopefully we have three that are just sitting back and let the other seven let KDB boss the game and pick out people. And I want five, man. Like I don't think we're gonna get six, but I feel like five is very tenable.
mm.
If we just go for it at the beginning and then they have to come out, why not? And we need goal differential. Like we always talk about it. Like we do want to get as many goals as possible. Just we don't control our fate per se. So in off chance it's a tiebreaker with somebody, the more goals the better.
that's your Vardial point is spot on because like I don't know what we're gonna do with him necessarily. Um, so like just whether or not he's gonna be higher up the pitch or whether like he is gonna actually be in that because my concern is if he is going to be higher up the pitch, then that probably means that like Kova's going to drop into his spot,
Mm-hmm.
um, and I would be concerned just leaving Rico and Nunez in the midfield like that, sitting in the double pivot. Um, so yeah, I think that that's
Mm.
my biggest concern of the match. But as far as what I want to see, I do. I do want to try and see Bob get more involved and be more of a focal point. I think it'll be interesting to see him and um, uh, Daku on opposite wings.
They are the future. Like I
And,
really
and
like
shout
Bob. Like
out
every
to
time he comes on, he's productive and like he's in the box. He's getting touches. He's creating those little through balls. He almost reminds me like a little David Silva, right? Like the way he plays around the penalty box, like he's really really tricky, um, and just really on the front foot. So I think like that's a really good shout, Tom.
mm, but he's a winger. David Silva. I mean, I know what you're saying, but I just feel like we have so many Rico Lewis that everyone says I see him as a midfielder. Jack Grealish, we see him as a midfielder. Phil Foden, we see him as. We just have so many players playing a position that I think people would prefer seeing them as, in midfield, and that's what makes me a little nervous. And that is obviously a future problem, but I don't know.
I mean, we know Pep,
Anyway,
right? His dream is to
Luton
play
Town.
10 midfielders. You know,
Let's get these score.
11. Ederson is starting
That's
again,
fair.
so 11.
Fair. Oh man, how did I actually blow past that? Oh my gosh. Oh, I forgot about. Oh, Ederson, I missed him. Oh wow, I've gotten so used to Ortega. I just blew right past that. I was just like, yeah, there's a keeper in. Hey, let's go. Okay,
I got
score
a
prediction.
City winning 4-1. Holland with a brace.
Oh, you're
I think
muted.
you're on mute, Tom. 5-2 is what you said. 5-2.
Yeah, 5-2. Sorry. I feel like
Look at those lip reading skills. Okay, shout out to you, Sharpie.
we're just gonna give away our customary first goal, first shot sort of situation,
Mm-hmm.
and then kind of go from
Mm-hmm.
there.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Do
Oh
it,
my
Crunk.
gosh! Oh my
Do it.
gosh!
Do it. Do it. You want to do it?
Yes, I do. I do. But I'm trying to think how many goals do I want to give them because we're definitely doing six. I just sense it. Six happening, baby. Uh, but yeah, I think we're gonna do two. I think shut up shop. I think Gomez is gonna come on. Luton Town, they're gonna turn up. They're gonna put the youths in. Uh, it's gonna get a little fun. It's gonna be a little basketball like at the end, but ball out, baby. I'm just excited. We're gonna run it up on them. There's gonna be plenty of scoring, plenty of celebrations. I was trying to figure out if they're gonna hit the. No, no, I'm not even gonna put that on Luton Town. They don't deserve it. I'm trying to squash beef with them. I'm not trying to say fans at Manchester City be ravenous towards them and make them rue the day that they thought that they could run with us. No, I'm not going to say any of those things. I am hoping for a good match 6-2. Oh man.
Let's
Well,
do it.
we'll get out of here. Crunk Chocolate, Tom Bomb, Sharpie. Hope you all have a good day. We will be recording tomorrow night. So, at new episode out Monday. To all the people who will be in Chicago, we will be seeing you soon. You know the vibes. Shady gang, shady gang, shady gang.